Okay, headed west, Nevada, 2024. This was supposed to be an elk hunt start, and I woke up this morning at a truck stop in Illinois after I probably drove 8 to 10 hours yesterday, and turned on my iPad to the first come, first serve list for Nevada, and the one archery deer tag that I was looking for was up, and I snatched it. I got it. It was a frantic 5 minutes to get my information uploaded. I think I had like 50 seconds left when it processed. So it's good news. I got deer tag in the same area as my elk tag. So now, if I see a buck like I saw last year, I can go after him. So it's great news. A little supplement, and it's still going to take a back seat to the elk, but there was rumors of a big buck in there last year. Heard from 2 people that were there hunting that they saw it. I saw a good one. He was probably 185. The one they were talking about was much bigger. So pretty excited. Gonna head to Fish and Game now instead of my hunt unit, which will tack on probably about 5 hours. But it's well worth it. So here we go. Starting off with positive outcomes already. So, here we go. Okay, haven't made an update in a couple days, I don't think. We've got 2.5 days till season opens. I have seen my number one bull every day, every morning, every night. I don't see anybody else looking at him. He's moved, and it's not far. It's a couple miles, but you have to kind of intentionally look for it, and I'm really hoping that the outfitters in here, which are great guys, I hope they don't find him. Because it'd be hard to go after another bull when you got him there. So, he's staying on private. That's one thing, though. He's about 50-50. Half the time he leaves, beds on the public. Half the time he stays in the private. I don't have permission on the private. So, I'm actually going to leave him right now. I don't want to draw any more attention to him. I'm going to go look for some more bulls. I still have not found from my number 2 from last year. So I ran and got food and ice and laundry done today. A few odds and ends that I needed. I'm good to go for about 10 days. And I hope I don't need 10 days. Let's do it on opening day this year. Yeah, right. I guess they got the fire put out. There's no more smoke. I actually saw him driving around, just looking for other stuff too, I guess. Maybe they were just looking for smoke. The lightning show last night was intense. What's not intense is the amount of antlers I'm seeing this morning. 0 elk, cows or bulls, and no bucks. Lots of does and fawns, which is great. So, keep looking. Go further. about noon, fourth day. The area where the big bull was at is pretty much shot. Saw 2 raghorns in there, and they were running for their lives for no reason. There's some cows and calves, so something might come back in. So I went and looked for deer during the midday. Found one too. I found a bunch, but found a buck that I think I saw him before. Just didn't get a great look. I got a little better look today, and I moved in a little closer. I'm still a mile away, but just want to get a better look at him. And now I've lost him in the sagebrush. I can see the other deer, but might be something to do. Maybe not. Don't know. That didn't end well. So much for consistent wind. Man, I stood up when I felt it, and I got ready, but he wasn't having it. Wind did a 180. I have no idea. It's doing it again right now, right in my back. He's bigger than I thought, too. Okay, afternoon, evening, whatever, day 7. Had to go to town, get my company's invoices out for the month, get ice. I was almost out of ice. Got some more food, got more fuel. With hiking in, stalking in on that buck yesterday, and not being on top of the elk, and then I didn't. Oh, I saw a new bull last night, but I tried something new. And then if I don't see anything tonight, that's where I'm going tomorrow morning. But I'm going up on the Old Faithful, my glassing spot that I need to reset things and figure out what the heck to do in the morning. This is where I go. I can see all the bad actors from up here and how they're messing things up, and hopefully see one of the target bulls. I'd love for things to start getting back to normal. There's a couple people that have left, but we've gained a couple too, so I don't know how they're going to be. God. Everybody with a tag in this unit cluster is in a 15-mile square area. Awesome. Okay, day 10, evening. Didn't see any deer today at the spot where I've been picking up all the bucks, not even the little ones. But smoke's rolled back in. I am actually going down memory lane. It's where behind me about 600 yards is where I killed my first Nevada bull. And there's cows in here this year, which means it's just a matter of time before the good bulls are in here. I've been watching, and it's been mostly little ones, but they'll be here. I'm hoping tonight's the night. Get this elk done, I go find a deer. Too much to do, too little time. Spoiled brat. Okay. Third day after my knee, or maybe second, I forget, accident, but I think there's 11 days left. And I made a phone call this morning that I do every year to try to get permission to hunt one of these places that doesn't allow anybody. And because he's got it leased usually. He didn't mention the lease this year, and he said no problem. Just have to make sure the ranch manager is okay with it too. I don't surprise him, and he said no problem. So it opens up a whole new way I might be able to kill this big bull. So I ain't gonna make it easy because you can't just walk in on the private. You just got to be able to get close to it. And now I can take a shot on the private. So it's great news. I'm excited. My knee's getting better. I'm not gonna run. I still take it easy, but the wind's not perfect tonight, so I'm just gonna move in and observe. If something changes, I might move in. But I watched him bed this morning, right in the bottom. He didn't go out like he normally does. So it's great news. Okay, pretty early still. Sun isn't even all the way over the horizon, and one of his cows smelled me. They were already out of the meadow, feeding up the creek. I got aggressive and got up to him. He was the last one, and then there was 150 yards between us. And there was a creek, well, not even a creek, it's like an overflow from the creek. It doesn't have any current, and it doesn't have a bottom. I just stepped in it. I was gonna cross it, and I went up to my knee, and I never felt bottom. So I don't feel like drowning in mud. I know where there's a crossing, like 100 yards ahead, maybe 200 yards ahead, and I beat cheeks up there. I could see the whole time there was cows equal to me, just slowly feeding. And when elk move fast, you move fast. When elk move slow, you move slow. Elk were moving slow, and I moved fast, and I got too far ahead of them, and the wind swirled, and one of them caught me. And they turned, and I mean, only one cow knows what's going on, but she's leading them up the other side of the mountain. On the way back, I found a culvert someone put in to go over top of that overflow bayou, whatever it is, that's just bottomless mud. If I'd known about that this morning, right now he's just following them, and he's so in the rut, it doesn't matter. Damn it. My knee popped out again. I'm going to town right now, to the pharmacy, or wherever I can find something to wrap around this to keep everything held together. And I have to do payroll, get ice, hopefully get back in time, have a play on them. I have a feeling where they're gonna bed. It's 1 or 2 spots.
Okay, well that was a yard sale. Holy crap. So they're doing the same thing. I left earlier today to get in front of them. The wind was pretty darn good. I paralleled them for 50 yards. They got in front of me on a fence, crossed the fence, I got even with him, and all the cows were freaking out. A couple of them saw me, but I couldn't see him. I didn't know where he was. He was still in the creek bottom. He came up later, and they were like 90. He comes up 65 or 68, and he stood there broadside. He knew something was up, and I just had a little sliver of a window. You'll see it in the shot between the willows, and I got him. I think it's a little low, but I got low hard because of his offside leg when he was walking away, which is the side I shot at. His left was just bright red, but he wasn't moving fast. He didn't take off. He just started slow walking. So I'm like, he's still here. I'm gonna still shoot. So I unloaded on him, and he's down. He was down. I mean, I don't have any arrows left. I just kept shooting. I don't care. Arrows are cheap. Arrows are cheap, and I want him down. So, yeah. Target bull is down. Oh my God, I'm about ready to cry. For all you macho guys, it's okay. Let it out. I gotta figure out where he was when I started the barrage. They're still standing, I'm still shooting. I'll stick to that. Oh my God. Completely intact. I need to chill out for a second. Okay, walking back to get the backpack. Happiest walk I've ever done. My knees popped out 3 times this morning. This brace, although I thought it was helping, doesn't appear to have done much. But I think I'll be able to get. I wanted to pack too far, but I came in here 10 days early to find this bull. I've chased him 3 years. 3 years of history with him. Last night, a new guide service came in, was glassing behind me, and he did not come out of the PJs. It's almost like he knew. And I was almost praying for it. I'm like, I don't want him to come into my ambush because I do not need those guys in here. This morning he was in here, and I got him. Okay. I don't know where to start. 3 years ago, I saw this bull scouting along with another giant. Like, he was my number 2 originally. Last year, they were both number 1s. It wasn't he had an extra G2 last year, a little less mass, a little less length. Called him the G3 bull. Everybody that chased him in here, or the thirds bull. I just wanted to call him mine. And now he is. He grew this little dingleberry this year underneath. My wife said last year's film I didn't get enough of this, of post-kill video with the animal. So I got in here 10 days early, as you probably already know if you're watching the film. Sorry, I'm repetitive, I know. And I found him right away on a big plateau. It's right over there, way up above. And he was living in a different spot than he's been in the past. And I just hoped and prayed that no one else saw him up here, and no one did until I think the first evening of the second day, when a young man, a biologist from Washington, who I'm not going to mention your name, but you know who you are, saw him in here, and all of a sudden I wasn't alone after him. I mean, there's an outfitter in here with a customer that's after him too, but and actually he got pushed down to where they were at, and they actually were on him more than I was the first 3 days. But then he came back, and it was just my Washington biologist friend and my after him, and I think he knew how much this bull meant to me, and he kind of let me do what I wanted. He could have been a real thorn in my side, and he wasn't. So I owe him a lot, and can't wait to get on the phone with him, see where he's at, and if he's got a bull yet, maybe I can help him. This morning, he was working his way up behind the camera as a creek bottom, and the key was the satellite bulls got out of the meadow and out of my way in time. They've been hanging out there, and I couldn't make a push, and I got this knee brace on, and 'cause my knee keeps popping out of place, so I can't run. But this morning they got out of the way, and I slid in, and the cows saw me. They didn't spook, thank God. They just stared at me, and he was the last one to go up the hill. He was getting a drink of water, and when he crawled up the hill, I ranged him at 68, and I put one in the bottom of his heart. He began a slow walk, made it about 100 yards across the hill. Did not run, never, just head low, and the blood trail's amazing. Iron Will just did its job. But I figured if he's still there, I got more arrows. I practiced at long range, and they were long shots. And only one missed. So I peppered him. I wasn't about to just take anything for chance. I didn't know how good that first shot was, but it was great. It was right behind the leg, and he just was pumping out blood. So, and then he just slowly laid down. This was the most surreal, nonviolent death march I ever seen. He never ran. Just slowly walked 100 yards as I let loose a barrage of arrows on him. And now he's mine.